Hey guys, this is Grace and welcome to my channel. We are on another video in my Scrapbooking with PL Cards mini-series. And I'm sorry my voice still sounds awful. I'm still working on getting better from that sickness that I had over the winter break. So this layout is, I would say, one of my favorites, if not my favorite, of all of the layouts that I created for this mini-series. And that is because I was able to use a lot of PL cards, and I mean a lot. So I'm starting off with that Love You Lots cut file, and I believe I got that from Paper Issues, and I just cut that off of the back side of a pattern paper that I don't really care for. And this is where the fun part started for me, is when I used some Project Life cards or pocket scrapbooking cards and backed up that cut file. Now this is not new. We've seen a lot of people do this before, but I really like how, because the Project Life cards are small in design, that the design of the paper works really well with backing cut files. And I just really love how this turned out. I also love how the colors worked together. So I've cut the letters already. I traced them onto the cards, and then I cut that out before I turned on that film. Now basically I'm going to add all of those cards onto the back side of the cut file, and to do that I'm just going to do some spray adhesive. My favorite one is this Aliens tacky spray, and that's what I usually use for all of my cut files or my fine detailed projects. And so it's just super easy. You spray it. I usually have a box, as you saw there, because it helps contain all of the adhesive, so adhesive doesn't go on all of the places of my table. And then I just turn it over and I glue all of the pieces back there. As you can see, when I cut the letters, I traced it with a pencil, and then I cut just a little bit outside of those lines, just so I know that when I place the cut letter back onto the cut file, that it will be able to stick onto the back side. And so again, I feel like this is like the best way to use up a lot of the Project Life cards, and this is also a good way to use up the scraps. If you don't have PL cards, you can always use scraps for this. And I don't even know how many Project Life cards that I used for this one. Let's see if I can count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just the letters alone, there's 8 cards that I used. Some of the cards I used 1 card for 2 letters. And then another thing that I did for my Project Life cards for this layout is what I've been doing for the last few layouts, is to use them as mats. And as you can see with this one, you see that there's that part of the lined piece of the card, and I placed that strategically on the top, because I'm going to cover that up with the other card, so you wouldn't see that there's that lined piece of that card. And then this PL card that has some lips there, I don't really like the sentiment on there, so I'm just going to cover that up with the Valentines, because this layout is actually about the Valentines that we had. I think it was 2016 or 2017, and just kind of documenting the little lunch date that I had with my husband, and then also the things that we got for each other that year. So we always get a box of C's candies. That's kind of our favorite thing. And then he also got me some sorry, some bowls, some soup bowls, because we were out of it. And I know that's very random, but I like that we get each other things that we need, and also things that we love. So that's that I love you that I'm putting on these on top of the O. that's actually also cut out from Project Life cards. So we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think I'm going to end up using at least 15 Project Life cards for this one. Now that maroon paper that I'm adding here, you won't see me do it on the video, but I actually found another photo that coincided with this particular event that I'm going to be adding there. So I'm going to leave that as blank. At first I thought I will add a few things. That love card that you see on the left, I'm thinking of adding that, but I end up finding a photo that worked perfectly for this, and that's what I'm adding. So that is my layout, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!